I know exactly what it's like to lose trade after trade. I know exactly what it's like to watch my account balance go to zero. But be assured that I have also found a way to turn everything around, and you can turn everything around as well. My name is GJ Trades. I have been trading for about 5 to 6 years, and I have found the system and the strategy that can change everything for you. So please stick around, because what I have for you will definitely take your skills to the next level. Let's get right into it. When I first started trading Forex, it was like an emotional roller coaster for me. I remember pressing the buy and sell button, trying to chase every single high and low. And I remember that even though I was chasing what I thought was good for me, ended up turning into a nightmare full of losses, and I could not get anywhere in the trading game because I kept on making certain mistakes that I did not know I was making. But there was something that turned around for me that definitely changed the whole ball game and my whole narrative on how I approach trading. And that aha moment was I started developing patience. When I started developing patience, I remember that at one point in time, I was chasing the market. I was doing all these buys and sells and trying to get quick wins. Instead, I was allowing the market to work for me. So yes, I was allowing the market to come to me, to allow it to come to my setup and retest wherever I wanted to when it came to market structure. And then I was able to execute with confidence because the market ended up landing in the spot exactly where I wanted it to be. Regardless if it was a win or regardless if it was a loss, it felt natural for me to actually trade because I was actually trading a system. And these fundamental skills are often overlooked because we want to quicken our journey and not be patient and actually enjoy the process of our journey. The skills that made a major difference for me was risk management. I remember when I was risking way too much. And then when I thought that what a trade would turn out to a win ended up turning out into a loss, I remember the pain that it felt to actually take a big hit because I was not applying risk management. I was risking more than I was willing to risk, and I was losing more than I was willing to lose. This is another skill that a lot of people overlook because, again, they want to win. They want to make a lot of money, but they don't understand that this is a compounding journey. If you really want to change your life, you have to get good at it, you have to get consistent, and you have to make sure that you are protecting your capital when it comes to trading. The second skill that a lot of people overlook that has changed my life completely in trading is discipline. Discipline has taught me to be patient, of course, but discipline always has taught me to know when to stop trading, when not to trade, and when it's good to take the trades. Because a lot of times we get very emotional, we begin to overtrade, we begin to revenge trade, especially when we lose and we think that the market is supposed to steal or owe us money in some type of way, then we get ourselves in trouble. So when I developed that discipline, I started to see more profits. Why? Well, let me give you an example. There's a time where I saw that I was trading gold, and the market went opposite of my direction. It hit a specific key point area, but I did not like the setup, so I decided not to take it. And because I did not take it, I avoided a loss. Even though the market was showing me everything I needed to enter into that trade, and it was at my area of resistance or support or demand zone, whatever you want to call it, I did not take that trade because it did not line up with my trading plan. So this caused me to be disciplined. I'm only taking the trades that are high probability and it look good for me. Therefore, it increased my profitability, and the more I did this, the more consistent I was. Secondly, when I lost, if I lost small, I will risk again, but I will risk small again because remember, risk management matters. And I know if I'm only taking 1 or 2 trades per day, I'm not overtrading. Sometimes I'll only take 1 trade per day. After I win, I'm done. If I lose, I'll try again, but if I lose again, I stop. Some traders end up taking 3, 4, 5 trades per day and end up multiplying their losses more than they have to. So discipline goes a long way. Discipline is going to take you to new heights, new levels, and it's also going to, in the long run, you're going to reap the benefit by making more money. Because if you do not become a disciplined trader, when it's time for you to pay them bills, when it's time for you to owe money, then you're going to need to make sure that you're disciplined enough to consistently earn a payout, which we all want a paycheck at the end of the day. Here's another thing that many people miss is back testing. Yes, back testing is not everything, but back testing assures you if the strategy works. Is live testing better than back testing? Absolutely. Because in the live markets, the markets are not the same as it was in the past. Because we have economic changes, right? We have news that change. We have fundamental changes. We even have technical changes. So even though the market moves similar and the same as it has been doing as far as higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, or consolidation or range, the market conditions will always change because our world around us are still changing as well. So yes, you have to backtest to see how good the strategy is, how consistent the strategy is. And does this backtesting benefit you? Are you able to see consistently your setup? Are you able to consistently see the setup that you want to take and the setups you should not take? So this will imply extreme profits to your trading account because you are trading what you like to see. You're not just trading random spots. You're not trading random random breakouts, okay? You're actually looking at the market and see how you will react based off of how the market is moving and shifting. So I believe back testing is something that I have been doing a lot more, and it's definitely been helping me profit a lot more. It's helping me to take the trades that I want to take and helping me take the trades I should not be trading or taking. On top of that, what's so very important is when I back test, I also back test my wins and I back test my losses because I want to see why I have lost, and when I win, I want to see why I have won. So the important thing, of course, is your losses because you want to make sure why did you lose? Even if it was a good setup and everything went in your favor, why did you lose? Okay, it could have been fundamentally, it could have been technicals, it could have been you entered too early, right? So whatever that thing is, make sure you're back testing to see what you want to see to increase your profitability as a trader. The last thing is consistency. I cannot stress this highly enough. If you are not consistent with your trading plan, if you are not consistent with trading in general, then you are going to experience an assumption of losses, and yes, large losses. How many times are you going to bang your head against the window or the wall until you realize that you have brain damage? How many times are you going to keep running to the wall until you realize there's a wall there, right? How many times are you going to keep speeding and go through that red light, or maybe continuously speeding 20 or 30 miles over the normal speed limit and continuously getting tickets? How much more are you going to have to learn the lesson to know when to follow the rules of the trading plan? In order for all of this to change your trading skills and transform, you have to be consistent. You have to keep doing the same things that you were going to do when you first started trading. And the reason why we have a trading plan is so you can follow it and be consistent. Because I noticed this, every time I get off my trading plan, every time I try to do another strategy, every time I try to do something else, I've realized I have always came to back to the same place, to square one at the bottom, which is losing. So if you remain consistent, whether you are losing or whether you're winning, it don't matter. If you're consistent and you're the same trader as you was yesterday and the same trader as you is today and the same trader that you're going to be in the future, even if you become a full-time day trader, this will also enhance, transform your skills, and take you to the next level. This is also where I saw the most dramatic improvement. And the reason why I say this is my emotions sometimes get to me and I just want to quit altogether and try something else. Well, then I become very inconsistent. And when I become very inconsistent, then I begin to slow down the process. Once I started applying all these different skills, I started to see my account grow. This was the aha moment for me. I finally understood what it took to take my account to the next level and started seeing my trading more as a business, not as a hobby. My losses were smaller and my wins were bigger, and I realized something. I was no longer gambling and I was no longer chasing the markets. I'm not a perfect trader. I definitely had my bad days, but I definitely am not where I was before. I am in a better place. If you implement these particular strategies and skills, I promise you your trading will transform and you will see more profits. As I would say again, my account is bigger, my account is growing, I am consistent, and I am so satisfied in where I am in my journey. Whether I had bad days of trading or whether good days, I'm still consistent and I'm disciplined. Because I remember I was doing the exact opposite just about 2 or 3 years ago that put me back down to square one. It's not about being perfect as a trader. It's not about pleasing other traders around you either. It's about being patient, consistent, and disciplined. So again, apply risk management. Be disciplined. Be consistent. Make sure that you're back testing. If you do these 4 things, you're going to see your trading account grow. But you must know that all these come together. You can't just pick 1 or 2. You have to remain with all and stick to the trading plan if you really want to transform as a trader. If you found that this video was definitely helpful, please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment if you would like, and let me know how you're struggling, how I can help, and how you as a trader are developing. And or you can leave a comment below on what's been the biggest challenge for you as a day trader on your journey. And remember, this is not a fast-paced race. This is a slow race, slow and steady. Keep growing, keep giving yourself grace to actually make bad decisions sometimes, but make sure that you're consistent in everything you do so that way you can see the results that you are aiming for. So thanks for watching this video, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.